secret.
No. And as a matter of fact, it's just like they don't even ask you any health questions when they do it. They were like, "We need double red blood. Would you mind?" And I'm like, "No problem." So what they do is
some to spare.
Well, apparently no, I don't.
Oh.
Apparently no, I don't have any to spare, and they didn't tell you. They don't tell you what it could possibly lead to. They just want what they want because they need it or they sell it. I don't know how the whole blood trade works, but I'm sure there's money to be made somewhere.
No, it saves. Like I wouldn't be here today if people didn't donate blood because I had to have a full body. So like it helps people that need it.
I don't doubt that at all. But what I will say is I'm no idiot and somebody's making money. No question in my mind.
I think people have to get paid to do their jobs and stuff, but I don't know that there's a millionaire, billionaire sitting somewhere saying, "Oh, the red blood give us."
No. What I'm saying is, in order to pay these people, there's got to be money coming in from somewhere, and I don't find it to be a state budget or a budget. Like I think the money is being sold to hospitals and to other places, whatever. It doesn't even matter. But what they don't do is they don't tell you that when you donate double red, now you are lowering your red blood cell count. You're lowering your hemoglobin level, which you would be if you were just donating any blood. But you're also lowering your iron levels, and you're also and the timeline kind of makes sense. So yeah, and when they do the double red, what they do is they take your blood, and then they take the red blood cells out of it, and then put the plasma back in, and then take it again, and then take the red blood cells out of it, put the plasma back in. It's a whole thing. But the timeline kind of lines up, so maybe they're hoping that they think that my newly found anemia / very low iron levels could be due to that.
Okay, that's...
But I got to find out. So I got to do the last test where I swallow the camera, and it takes video or photos for the entire ride down.
Yeah, I like that. Are you feeling hopeful?
I am feeling hopeful because
Good.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
I know, Gareth was kind of hoping I'd die, so everybody moves up a chair. I get it.
I ain't moving anywhere near your chair, so he can have it if he wants. He can leapfrog over me, and I want no part of your chair.
Careful what you wish for.
God bless you.
Why? I don't I'll never understand it. I know you don't want responsibility. I get it.
Can I tell you though?
But you could do it.
I know I could.
Why wouldn't you do it and take the benefits that go along with it?
I think here's how I feel about this. Two different ways. One, because I know I can do it is why I don't want to do it. If I was like, I wonder if I could, or if I was unsure, or if I thought people thought I couldn't or whatever, I would, yes, I'm going to go prove to myself, prove whatever, prove I can do this. I'm old. I don't need that in my life. And the second thing is when I was younger.
You're not old.
When I was younger, every single job I had, my aspiration was what you're saying. I was not going to be the peon. I was going to be the manager. I was going to be whatever the highest ranking I could, besides owner, obviously. I was going to work my way up. And every single time, I always did in very quick fashion. And that's not a brag. That's just facts, like the history. So I have had, and it's responsibility.
It's kind of a brag, but that's okay.
Well, I mean, I'm smart and I'm good at my job and I have a good work ethic. And so it helped me. So I've been in charge of stuff, and the people calling in sick, the inventory, the monthly, all the it's a lot, and I was okay with it when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
I did it. I don't need to do it anymore. I'm good.
But you didn't do this.
I'm okay, and I don't.
You didn't do this. And why not see if you can prove to yourself that you can get ratings and hold an audience and all that kind of stuff?
I think I know. I'm past.
They beat the aspirations out of you, is what you're telling me.
No,
that's what
because
it sounds like.
That's not an aspiration of mine. Because I don't want to be in charge of anything. I don't want to be in charge of anybody or anything. Like, I don't want to have to wrangle anybody, or if ratings are starting to whatever, I don't want to have to rally and come up with ideas and all of that. Oh, it's exhausting. I'll show up and do my 100% best every time. And I also know my strengths. I'm not saying I couldn't do it. I'm saying I'm a solid second chair, and you know it.
Well, I'm just saying I would want to prove it. That's just me.
I proved too much early on in my life. I'm not about proving anything anymore.
I'm sure this is music to Dizzy's ears, because he'll push you right out of the way.
Yeah, and I've also been in radio longer than he. Like, when I was at his stage, I wasn't like I am now at all. Like,
you realize how that just came off, right?
No, I don't mean that. He knows. He knows what I mean. I'm sorry. I apologize if it was disrespectful. I truly didn't mean it that way. I'm saying I had what you're talking about, ambition, wanting all that. I did have it when I was first starting in radio. I really was. Not that he's first starting in radio, but when I was 5, 6, 7, 8 years into it, Yeah, I absolutely 10 years into it, whatever. I wanted that. I did. And I'm not that anymore. I'm pass.
Cash it in your chips.
No, because I'm here and I'll always show up. And the good news is management knows they can plug me in wherever they want to plug me in and I'm good to go. So that's enough for me.
Got it. Can we talk about the prom dress now?
Hey, that dress was the height of fashion.
Was it?
Not only was it, that was the color of the year. Everybody that sent me pics of their prom pics from that 88, 89, 90 was, and 89 specifically, was that color. That was that royal blue.
That's the truth.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
That was the color.
I just saw some people that I went to high school with that were a year older than me that posted prom pics, and everybody was wearing that electric blue.
Telling you, it was the color for some reason. It just was. And
I didn't know. See, I always get confused with your Dateline. For those of you who don't know, she posted it yesterday. Where would you post it? On Twitter or on Instagram?
I did IG stories. It's still up, and I did Twitter.
She's there in her prom dress, and she's taller than her white date. So I had questions.
Well, he was sitting. He was sitting.
I know, but you can't tell he's sitting. That's the thing.
Oh.
And I was like, did she find somebody? And then I always get confused with your Dateline because I don't know what happened in Iowa or Buffalo because you moved in and out of there.
Yeah.
So I always get confused.
I understand why, because it is confusing. I grew up in Iowa. I moved to Buffalo, but because of my home situation, I got the hell out of there and lived on my own and went to high school my senior year only. Went and graduated with the people I grew up with. So that is Dateline, Iowa.
And you had your boyfriends who just happened to be Hori Laurie's brother. Is that the guy that asked you to marry him?
Yes, that's the same guy. Yeah. Yeah, that's the same guy.
Like after prom, he's just like, will you marry me?
No, it was way after prom. It was like, because we dated for like 4 years, and it was towards the end of the 4 years. He was like, because then, after you say no, like you can't just go back to dating. So we had to break up. But that was when I was younger. That was when I was 21.
Broke his heart.
Listen, you know what? You know where he is now? He's living in Missouri with 6 G-darn kids, married. Like, that was the life he wanted. That is not the life. I certainly don't want to start it at 20, 21.
Yeah, that's an early wedding. That's way too early.
Way too early. He got married like just under a year after we broke up. So he wanted that. This was the prom theme. It was me and Bill's song too. It was our song.
Oh my God. And you broke his heart after that. That's love story for the ages.
This
was a jam,
heart.
Diz. This is a prom night slow song. I'm not going to lie. I probably threw this on a mixtape for somebody at some point.
Because it was just like that blue was the color. This was the song. And this is the one at the end where he holds that note.
This is the definition of the 80s power ballad, ladies and gentlemen.
But especially when it kicks in.
They got another verse there.
Did you take those photos?
This guy's got some... Yo, you got to watch this video. This guy's got some eyebrows.
Oh, no. Like a unibrow?
No, but they're like foresty thick.
Come on. Remember the song? Oh, my God. I'd cry. Also, I was on my period for the prom, so nobody got laid.
How do you remember that?
Because I wanted to have sex on my prom night. I wanted to be as normal as possible. My life was so abnormal. I just wanted to be normal, and yeah, that wasn't happening.
You weren't a virgin at the time, were you?
No.
Slut.
What if he weren't a virgin? Which he wasn't.
Doesn't matter. He's a guy.
I'm not even starting with you today. I'm in too good of a mood. Sexist bastard.
You're normally teasing anyway. How come... Were you broke? Is that why the mother-in-law made you dress?
No, not at all. This is the thing. Lori's mom.
Do you want me to keep the song going? A little background. There you go.
A tale of the 1989 saga of Monica's life. 1989. Lori's mom is the best mom in the world. I was always called the favorite daughter, even though I was clearly not the daughter. She was really the mother figure I needed back then, like that I'd never had in my life. And she was so nice to me. And we did a lot of things together. And she offered, like, she's like, I can make your prom dress if you want. And she's like, you can help me. We can do it together. And
that is some Iowa stuff right there, boy.
It really is. And I helped sew the little sequins on top. And she made the dress and got the pattern. And it was a very bonding mom-daughter experience, and I was very grateful for it. I will always love Connie. All right.
A young immigrant with a sewing machine. I have no idea where stereotypes are coming from.
I didn't have, it was her sewing machine. She was white. She's as white as pasty white as can be. She's German AF.
Still an immigrant.
Right.
I do look.
Did she make Lori's dress too?
No, Lori wanted nothing to do with her family. Like, I shouldn't say that. She was irritated, not irritated that her mom and I were so close. She was just like, ugh.
Did your mom get pissed off that somebody else's mom made your dress, or she just was happy she didn't have to deal with it?
My mom was out of my life. She left and just never.
That's right. She was already gone by then. So that's right. You were with your aunts.
I was living on my own in Iowa. I was paying my own. I was doing my own thing.
Senior year in high school, you were paying your own rent, living on your own.
Yes, I left
Damn,
I left when I was 17. I get the crap out of there.
What were you doing for a job?
There's a will, there's a way. I worked at
No OnlyFans, so you just have to go straight to the streets.
Only feet.
Yeah.
I'm not a whore.
Only HJs.
I worked at McDonald's, actually, and you have to understand it's Fort Madison, Iowa. My rent, I remember, was $185.
Were you in a house or in an apartment?
An apartment, an upstairs apartment above a business.
A family you knew?
Were you living above a bowling alley that was below another bowling alley?
No, I was not. I was not. What's his face? Grimy. I was not grimy. I was not Grimes. Frank Grimes. No, it was Fort Madison though. So it was just, okay, it's above that business that's about to go out of business, and all utilities were included. So I literally paid $185 a month.
Right.
And that was it. So I was very fortunate.
And you were above a business?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
I wonder if the guy or lady...
Oh, and there were 3 of us, so it was divided by 3.
You had 3 other friends?
There were 3 roommates.
That were high school age?
No. The one guy was Lori's boyfriend. And so Lori was over there a lot. They banged in that. She never left the bedroom. I don't know what was going on in there.
Okay.
And then the other one was her sister.
Was Lori's?
Yeah.
Her sister and her boyfriend?
Her sister and then her boyfriend, and me.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. We all just kind of needed places to live, and we were like, hey, let's just divide 185 by 2 or by 3. And
wait a minute. You only had to pay like $60 and change?
This is what I'm saying. I worked at McDonald's. I went to school. This is the only reason it worked.
It was a crack house. You lived in a
No,
crack house.
it was not.
I was going to say, there was definitely a crack house. Pookie was outside and everything. New Jack City.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a steal.
I can't believe I didn't know this.
What was the equivalent of that now, though?
Crack house.
Right.
Trap house. No, it was 1989 and it was Fort Madison, Iowa. So, you have to understand, that's the only way it worked.
How many bedrooms were in there?
3. We all had our own bedrooms.
Really?
Yes.
For 185.
And then you're going to get really mad at this.
Why'd you leave?
You're going to get really mad at this.
You should have stayed.
So here's, and sometimes I'll go on Google Maps and look at where we used to live. Here's the thing. So the business we lived over eventually went out of business, right? And so the owner was like, gave us an official letter, like a letterhead or whatever from a lawyer. Mm-hmm. Okay, landlord's going to be switching to a bank of some sort. You'll be sending your rent checks here now, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And I don't know. I truly don't remember what actually happened. But the bottom line is,
we went months without having to pay rent.
Months. And finally, I was like, you guys, we're going to get evicted. So I went and talked to the bank.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't want to get evicted.
You're not going to get evicted?
So we weren't, and it had been like 4 or 5 months, and we weren't paying any rent. We were just living there for free. Electricity, everything was still on, and so I went to I actually wrote a letter because this was again 1989 to the bank. I'm like, we're the tenants of blah blah blah. I understand, the landlords have changed hands. We're wondering what our responsibilities are, whatever, blah blah. Never heard back ever. So we lived there for almost a year before we were like, okay, like we all did our own thing and whatever, but that was insanity. That would never.
That was
happen.
fantastic.
It was. It would never happen again. And I did the right thing, so I don't feel bad.
I would have been mad if I was your roommate. Like,
I would be too.
No, I told them I was going to do it because
there would have been a shoelace tackle at the door. Yeah. Bitch, you're not going nowhere. Get back in here.
It's better than getting evicted, though. What if all of a sudden they're like, you owe $5,000 in back charges, whatever? I can't.
Well, you shouldn't have. Like, you should have been holding on to your $65 a month. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You could have just been doing that, and you would have been prepared.
I was 18. I was spending that nonsense on booze.
Nice.
Wine coolers.
Ugh, Bartles and James.
Sun Country wine coolers.
I don't remember those.
2 liters. They came in 2 liters, so that was.
Oh my God.
I remember. That I remember. There was a kid on my school bus that was drinking them, and I was in 7th grade. He was in 8th grade. So what are we talking? 85.
Eighth grader drinking wine cooler?
How do you get it?
He's dead now, actually. He ended up being hooked on heroin, that guy.
Oh, couldn't tell he had an addiction problem.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he came from a rough spot, but he was drinking literally 2-liter bottles they were passing around in the back of the bus.
Yeah. Back of the bus. You're going to school. You can't drink.
I know. I remember that like it was yesterday. Because I was in the middle. I knew everybody in the back of the bus, but because I was in 7th grade and it was like 7th, 8th, and 9th, I made it to the middle of the bus. I never had to sit in the front. So I made it to the middle right away where everybody was smoking butts.
What if I decided?
And they were lighting the seats on fire with they were like trying to melt the back of the school seats with their lighters.
So then how are you going to get to school now that there is no bus with melted seats? Like, how nobody's thinking ahead of this?
There was no problems, Monica. Do you think the bus driver cared that there was like some burn marks on the back of a seat?
But what if you burn that's what I'm saying. What if you burn the whole seat? Like once it starts and it won't stop and next thing you know, you're all off on the side of the road. Like nobody's thinking about this?
Never happened.
What if I, as a 7th
love how
grader,
you always tell me that I worry too much.
Yeah.
The stuff that you come up with is crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy you think teens are going to think of repercussions.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'm not worried about it. I'm thinking I'm bigger picture girl. Like you guys are thinking
in high school, in junior high school, you're a bigger picture girl?
I was living on my own at 17. Yes, I was always thinking of the big, how am I going to pay? What am I going to do next? What's going to happen?
Right.
That's my mindset. Survival mode since I don't even know how long.
You know, I got to throw you respect where it's deserved. And being on your own by 17 years old and paying your own rent, even though you were robbing the place blind, that's a pretty impressive. Because I don't think I was cut out to live on my own at 17.
It was
not without doing
no.
illegal stuff. That's for sure.
If you were in a situation, I know.
I mean, if I was paying $60 a month, I probably would have been like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, that's easy.
I think you're streetwise and hard enough. I guess I don't know that you would get out of a bad situation and do that. I know you would survive. I think a lot of people
but I'm not
would.
against HJs in a parking lot either. You know.
You don't know what.
I do what I got to do.
You don't know what happened. You don't know. Nothing happened.
That's pretty impressive, though.
Why, thank you. I appreciate that. But it's also sucky that I had to be so survival mode so early. Like, that's what sucked.
Does your shrink know that story?
No.
Jot that one down.
I don't want to. Just talking about stuff that's so far behind me. Look how happy I am now. I have my job I love. I have good friends, and I don't like to think about bad stuff.
Dizzy came from a family that loved him, and he ended up in juvie.
That's true.
He got
but
he kind of got screwed. This is none of my business. I'm not going to give specifics over the air because it's your business. But as the boy in the family, there's a lot of sexism there. I didn't realize, and that's got to suck.
Well, my family was all about like we're going to give your sister a card and this and that, but you got to earn everything. That was the thing they taught me. It's like because they didn't want my sister, I guess, to have to depend on like a man. So they're like, we'll get you what you want. But you, Dizzy, you're the man, so you got to go get it yourself.
That doesn't seem right.
So, like,
They called you Dizzy?
No. I'm not saying they called me Dizzy.
That would have been great.
No. Well, I mean, my dad calls me that now all the time, which I'm like, it's kind of weird. I'm like, don't do that. You're ruining me.
Yeah. I didn't know any. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I feel bad for any unfairness. I'm always going to feel bad, even if if it goes the other way. Like it's to me, like, and you guys know, in the Mexican culture, the boy is the king on a pedestal, and can do no wrong. So I heard that, and it was confusing to me. It was backwards to me.
Yeah, that's nuts.
It taught me how to work more. You know what I mean?
Do you take it out on your sister?
No.
Not her fault.
Yeah, exactly. And she was just a bitch on her own, so they didn't need to do anything to change that for me, you know. But me in radio now, working what I have to make stuff work was because of my parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That they're like, you got to
scrappy.
Exactly. So
I get it. Yeah, my father beat a work ethic into me too. True story.
I believe it.
But
True
literally
story.
beat you.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
John, you got to work, John. John, get to work.
Yeah. Looks like we all had our crosses to bear.
Mm-hmm.
But not Gen Z, bunch of pussies. We'll be right back.
John Stud, my middle name dirty water flow, too much for you thugs that can't stand the flood. What up, Doc? Whole big gun like yo.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. 102.5 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning.
Accidents don't just happen between the hours of 9 to 5. That's why we make ourselves available to talk with you 24/7. For a Farah fight, day or night, you know who to call. Farah and Farah, Tampa.
A cat named Mo for All American Gunslingers, Newport Richie's #1 gun range. They have a gunsmith on site who's fantastic that can help you with any new or old firearm repair, from pistol to revolvers to rifles. You go to aagunslingers.com to find out about him and much more. Coming up June 14th, join All American Gunslingers and me for Suns Out, Guns Out, with raffles, prize wheel, food trucks, machine guns, and so much more. Come join us to kick off the summer. All American Gunslingers, your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code YEAR to get an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code YEAR for a 25 cents per gallon bonus.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Elantra SE for only $99 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit crownhyundai.com.
With approved credit, 24-month lease, 10K miles a year, $59.95 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Think you're not the suing type, but you weren't at fault. I'm Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. You didn't choose this accident, the bills, or the damage. Don't cover for someone else's mistake. Just call Mo. Injured on the go? Just call Mo.com.
Hey guys, it's a cat named Mo, and for the past 10 years, I've been talking about the Centers for Men's Health, better known as C4MH.com, which has been the leader in low T care for the past 15 years. C4MH.com leads because it's a local medical practice, not one of those slick national franchise T clinics that pop up overnight. C4MH leads because it has no financial contracts, no upfront treatment payments, and no added cost treatments. C4MH leads because we fully disclose, and I say we because, again, I've been with them for 10 years, the affordable pricing. There are no hidden surprise costs. The slick pop-up clinic's pricing is nowhere to be found, and then come the contracts and high-pressure upselling. C4MH leads because 18 West Coast Florida locations only treat you with pharmaceutical testosterone and never the cut rate compounded stuff the other clinics use. So when you want affordable, safe, convenient, low T care, go to C4MH.com.
I'm Doug Bernetti. Growing up, I learned how hard it can be to make ends meet. At Bernetti PA, we help people every day with debt collection calls, credit card debt, home foreclosures, and bankruptcy cases. If you have questions, call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Tampa, Lakeland, Pinellas.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Don't forget, 12 o'clock, we got your Bone bonus. Next shot at $1,000. We only got 1 week left after today, so give it everything you got to try to win that free money. I'm sure everybody can use it. And also, don't forget, June 6th, 11 to 1, live broadcast, the OG Hooters in Clearwater. Thanks to Bud Light and Surfside, we're going to be giving away Metallica tickets and doing a live broadcast there. So come say hello to me and Monica.
Too.
Yeah,
and
burgers and applesauce.
Yes.
You're holding on to that thing, huh?
I wrote it down. We're doing it.
And I'm reminding him if he forgets. You're just going to have to try it, sir.
Can't you two just do it and we just got to know your opinion?
You're the leader of this here group, and you shall be the first bite, actually.
Yeah, the show's called JP.
Yeah, it ain't called Monica, it's Gareth.
Yeah, but I'm kind of the ringleader. Can we agree on that?
Yeah, so the quarterback has to do what the rest of the team's doing.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, but that's June 6th, 11 to 1. Again, we'll have some last-minute Metallica tickets for that
Dude,
night with
3 pairs. Like
at
we're
Ray
not
J.
effing around. Mike Oliveira's the man.
Yeah, we got to come up with the how the hell we're giving those away.
Oh,
If you're a lady and you look hot, chances are you're going to be
just walk up.
You'll have a good shot at it. Just saying.
I am not participating in that one. If you're a
don't have
guy
to.
and you look fine AF, then I'm going to choose you.
Okay, we each get to choose something then.
We can each.
If
have
you're
a pair to
black,
give-
just show up.
Right.
That's just mine. I'm just like,
It's a Metallica
hey,
show.
yeah.
It's a Metallica show, bro.
That's true.
You're gonna be waiting a long time. But I did have a question for Monifa. Last night, I guess, was the finals.
Yes, the spelling bee.
The spelling bee. And my question for you is this: gun to your head, the finals of the spelling bee is on at the same time as the UFL championship game. Which are you going with?
You can't. I can't flip back and
Did
forth.
you watch this thing last night, didn't you?
Yeah, but it wasn't on, or I didn't see it anywhere on. It's usually on ESPN or Channel 12, which is the ABC affiliate here.
Can we agree that the fact that this is another one of those things that goes on ESPN that's got no business going on ESPN?
Well, what the hell else? But there's hockey and whatchamacallit now, so it didn't work out. But it's usually on ABC, which is the 11, which is the ABC affiliate owned by ESPN. So I can usually catch it there, and it wasn't. So I had to do some online trickery, but I don't know. I can't keep it on UFL and flip to. But then what if I miss?
Man, F them kids. Just watch some football.
Right.
I would. I feel bad. I would feel really bad. But it's UFL.
So you didn't watch any of it? I'm dying to know if there was a white kid anywhere to be found.
There were kids, and it doesn't matter what color anybody was.
It doesn't matter what color they were, but I'm banking on Asians and Indians.
Agreed. 100%. I'm saying the one who won, some type of Indian.
I can't. I don't know. I'm not like you guys where I can look at the name or whatever and establish where they come
last
from.
name's Patel. You're not going to say he's from Jamaica.
I don't know. My last name was a Polish last name for a long time. And I'm
but you married into that. These kids are in, high school, junior high school.
I'll say this: the kid who won was the
Is it Faizan Zaki?
Yes.
Okay, Indian kid.
How do you know?
Or some part of that. I mean, come on.
Don't come on me. I
Come
don't
on,
know.
Faizan?
I will. Got her.
Faizan.
Faizan isn't Paisan Italian?
It's Faizan with a Z.
Just saying.
It's not the same. But anyway.
He was a runner-up last year. So he was he had a goal. That's in any way, shape, or form. I know you guys know I'm a nerd, and I wear that crown proudly, but there's no part of you that's proud and rooting for a kid who came so close last year, and this year he wanted to get that ring, and he did. By the way, that word he spelled, insanity. I couldn't spell it, and he did.
What did he spell?
Superfalcalization.
No. Yeah, just like
you
that.
You can't even say it. You're not spelling it. It was it means to, I think, easily facilitate something or something. It starts with a letter with an accent on it. Okay, so it just was a lot, and a couple of S's in there, and it was a tough word to spell, and he did it. He got what he wanted last year. That's not
I love the article. It says, the favorite entering the B after his runner-up finished last year, during which he never misspelled a word in a conventional spelling round, only to lose a lightning round tiebreaker that he didn't practice for.
Oh, my God.
The shaggy-haired Faison.
Have you guys watched the movie Bad Words? Because as much as you think I'm a dork, it's with Jason Bateman. Please watch it. I know you guys would like it because he's just a...
I saw it.
Did you like it?
It was all right. I didn't love it, but it wasn't bad.
I laughed.
Throughout Thursday night's finals, the 13-year-old from Allen, Texas, looked like a champion in waiting. Then he nearly threw it away. But even a shocking moment of overconfidence couldn't prevent him from seizing the title of best speller in the English language.
Nice.
Not bad.
Also, I would love, you didn't say I don't have any ambition. My ambition would be to call the Wiener 500 at Indianapolis, or to call the spelling bee, like to be that person. I would like that. Totally
you
like that.
Want to be whispering?
Yes.
Can you give me the country of origin?
Yes. I would do that. Use it in a sentence. Yes. All of it. Are there any alternate pronunciations? There's a million different questions they get to ask, and it's really just stalling.
It says, with the B down to 3 spellers, Sarvednya Kadam and Sarv Daravain.
Nailed it.
Yeah, there's no white kids here.
We don't know.
There's no Smiths.
No, there's no Smiths.
Well, first
there's
of
no
all,
Johnsons.
Even if that's true, which I don't think it is, but even if it's true, aren't you embarrassed as a white person to be like, I don't have anyone who can spell that's white? Like, I would want to be represented.
No, but we can land rockets. You know what I'm saying? We can launch rockets. But even we're getting pushed out of that.
You can spend money in a corporation or company or whatever that can make sure that happens. Yes, but can you?
Me? No, I can't do that. It says with the B down to 3 spellers, and I gave you those names, and they missed their words back to back, putting Faison 2 words away from victory.
That's exciting, though.
The first was Kamalina, but instead of asking the requisite questions, definition, language of origin, to make sure he knew it, Faison let his showman's instinct take over. Ooh. And he said K-A-M, and then he stopped. He said, okay, let me do this. Oh, shoot. Just ring the bell, he told him, who obliged. So now you know what happens, Brooks said. And the other 2 spellers returned to the stage because he screwed up the word.
Is this not exciting? Is this not even a little bit exciting? Like, oh, crap. And then you feel bad for the kid. And
You don't think it's exciting because of my outstanding delivery here? No?
It is. You're making it exciting.
Later, standing next to the trophy with confetti at his feet, Faison said, quote, I'm definitely going to be having nightmares about that. I guess screwing up the word Kamalina.
Sure. That'll live with you. That'll haunt you for a while.
Even pronouncer Jacques Bailey tried to slow Faison down before his winning word. Oh, my God.
I told you.
I can't even say it. Éclaircissement.
Yep. That was, yeah.
Éclaircissement. No, nobody ever used that word in a sentence. Come on.
They might.
Come on. Who?
Someone who's talking about...
He didn't ask a single question before spelling it correctly.
Oh, wow.
And he pumped his fist in the air and collapsed to the stage after saying the final letter. The B celebrated its 100th anniversary this year, and Faison may be the first champion who's remembered more for a word that he got wrong than the one he got right.
Yeah, it's rigged. It's rigged.
It's rigged.
It's not rigged.
He knew the word already. That's what it sounds like.
No, these kids
said,
study.
All right, we're going to tell you the word.
These
probably
kids
do it slow, and he just flew through it so excited.
There are books, although probably online now, that for these situations where they go and they have to spell, they have to know the definition, country of origin, all of that crap, and they study how to spell it, and they don't do anything but study, especially for this.
I feel like this kid's he won his trophy, all right, and he's going to go back to where, I'm not saying that he's not from America, but he's going to go back and visit family in India or wherever he's from. And there's going to be like a parade, a whole ticker tape parade. He's going to ride in on a tiger.
He's the hero. Can you spell that word? Wouldn't you want a parade if you could spell that word?
There's one. I'm looking at the stage now of when he's got the trophy in his hands. There's one white kid who may not be white.
If you could tell me I could go back to when I was a kid and win a spelling bee, I go, I'm good.
I won one in 2nd grade.
I won the school in 7th and 8th. And in 8th went to D.C. Because I won the state. We went to regionals and then state, but then I lost in D.C. I was not going to be in the script spelling bee.
Ready for this?
You go full nerd?
Yeah.
Ready for this? He got This year, he won $52,500, added to his second place finish of last year, the $25,000. He increased his spelling bee earnings to $77,500. His big splurge with his winnings last year?
What?
Books.
Games. Video games.
No.
Scholarship.
I'll give you guys an hour.
Scholarship for his college.
A $1,500 Rubik's Cube with 21 squares on each side.
Oh, that's a challenge for him. That's a challenge for him.
You ready for this, though? This one's going to tug on your heartstrings. You may go marry this guy. Remember how you wanted to wait until Brett's son turned 18 so you were going to bang him?
Yes.
Yeah, this kid, he now says, this time he said he's going to donate a large portion of his winnings to charity.
That gives me hope for the future.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He's not doing that. His parents are going to be like, no, you're not. You got to go to college, don't you? I ain't paying for it.
Well,
We're not paying for Harvard.
Part of me feels like he might be earning scholarships on his own if he's smart enough to study and get first place at the Scripps Spelling Bee.
I guess so.
That's the one. That's a badge of honor for the rest of his life. He won.
So did you answer the question? Gun to your head? Are you watching the finals of this or the finals of the U.S.? I'm not even talking the Super Bowl because I know the answer there.
Yeah, that's.
I didn't watch the Super Bowl at all last year.
Better yet, this is on, not better yet, but this is on during rivalry week. College football.
I got to go college football. There's no way I'm missing it even one down.
You don't love Faison?
I do, and I'm sorry, Faison. No, it wasn't Faison who won. He lost with his bad word.
No, Faison won.
Faison, right?
Faison won.
I thought Paisan won.
No, Faison.
Oh.
There is no Paisan.
You're being racist.
I don't.
You are being very, very racist.
That's all I've done this whole segment.
Prejudiced against Italians. That's what you are.
I would choose if it's rivalry. Who's doing anything else but watching college football on rivalry? That's just no other way.
His father's going.
Sorry.
Faison's dad goes, he's crazy. He's having a good time. And he's doing what he loves, which is spelling. Faison's father said, quote, he's the GOAT. I actually believe that. He's really good, man. He's been doing it for so long, and he knows the dictionary in and out.
Boom. That's how he knew that word.
But what are you gonna do with that?
Well, I mean, your brain is now exercised to its fullest. So, like, whatever he has to learn when it comes to college and all of that, his brain is like it's a workout for your brain.
Yeah.
Kind of like when you used to do what is that? Upwards
Words with Friends?
Yeah.
No, we used to do Words with Friends.
I never did
until
that.
you quit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Because the beatings got too bad.
They did. They were bad.
They were bad. I was pretty awesome at it. Not gonna lie.
I would hate to have to sit down and do studying with that kid all the time.
Oh, I would take
let's
notes.
go through these words. And as I'm saying them, he's like, you're saying it wrong. I'm like, shut up. Okay, just spell the goddamn word.
I'm making flashcards and I'm color coding them for nouns, verbs, and adjectives. And
I wonder if if he's got brothers and sisters and they're treated, they're not treated as well as Faison is in the house. Like, one of the brothers, his brother asked for, Dad, can I borrow $20? I was like, you better be able to spell existentialism.
Yeah.
You can't spell existentialism. I'm giving your brother your $20.
Can I borrow $20? Did you win a spelling bee? A national spelling bee?
Right.
Just take it out of that.
No. You better do those dishes and earn that, bitch. You're not going to be able to spell. Well, congratulations to Faison, Monica's future ex-husband.
I don't know about that. I'll take Brett's kid over that guy.
Brett's kid's getting big, man.
Is he? Well, I mean, he's growing.
He's getting big. He's playing up 3 or 4 years in ice hockey.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Yeah. Tough kid. He's going to throw you around, Monica.
Brett's got to be proud. He's a kid. I'm joking for everybody who thinks this is a weird combo, and I kind of do.
No, you want to wait till he's 18. I understand.
Yes.
That's respectable.
Yes.
I think there might be competition.
What do you mean?
Who's competing?
Oh, for Monica?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There might be some competition from what I've seen.
Yeah, but if he's anything like me, when I was in the 20s, I told you I banged one of those soccer moms. You always want to try older.
Yeah, same. We did that.
Just to say, at that point, he banged a 60-year-old.
Why? Okay. Oh my God, your brain is so broken. It's so broken.
We'll be right back. I'm just kidding. What were you going to say?
Why is it just to say I banged a 6-year-old, but not just to say I won a national spelling bee? That's stupid and wrong. But I can say I can bang a 60-year-old. What?
The trophy's way better.
Yes, thank you.
No. As a kid, as a 16 or 18-year-old kid?
Yes, you want a
Spelling
national
bee
spelling
or
bee.
banging a cougar?
A 60-year-old.
Over sex with a cougar? What?
You've never seen American Pie.
The spelling bee is so much better, and your brain thinks otherwise. It's broken.
No.
You are the worst teenage boy ever.
Yeah.
Now we'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. Breaking summer news. All the rooms at the Sky Beach Resort for the Bone Summer Beach Bash are completely sold out. But good news, you can still come out and party for free. Neutral presents the Bone Summer Beach Bash. An entire weekend of awesome events and hanging out with all your favorite people from the Bone. Plus, it's absolutely free to get in. It's all happening July 18th through the 20th at the beautiful Sky Beach Resort in St. Pete, a bayfront oasis with a private beach at the southernmost tip of St. Petersburg in the Skyway District. No matter what you do, don't miss the Bone Summer Beach Bash, presented by Neutral and 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw summer.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
2 classic albums, 1 night of hits. Styx presents The Grand Illusion. Kevin Cronin Band presents REO Speedwagon's High Infidelity. Saturday, May 31st, Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater. Brotherhood of Rock Tour. Plus Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. 2 classic albums in their entirety. Styx, The Grand Illusion, REO Speedwagons, High Infidelity. Don't miss the event of the summer.
At Sun Toyota, we're saluting service with Memorial Day specials all month long during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Get a $500 Amazon gift card with a new vehicle purchase. Then shop select new Toyota trucks with 0% financing and a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Shop online at suntoyota.com because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Toyota.com. It's the perfect day. You're just driving along, listening to your favorite music, the windows down. There's a cool breeze. Life is good. But wait, hold on a second. You're not wearing a seatbelt? You'd better put that on before that... Uh-oh, too late. Cops everywhere are stepping up enforcement, so you'd better buckle up or you will get caught. Sorry to ruin your day. Click it or ticket.
Funded by the Florida Department of Transportation.
This is a cat named Mo for Crunch Fitness. This Memorial Day weekend, you can join for only $1. Get 30 days free going on May 23rd through the 31st only. You go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO, and memberships will start at $9.99 a month. It's time to be your hero with world-famous group fitness classes and all the strength and cardio equipment you need at more than 500 locations nationwide. This Memorial Day weekend, join for only $1. You get 30 days free. It's the 23rd through the 31st only. Go to crunch.com and enter the code HERO. Time to get crunched. Offer ends 5/31.
I met my wife in law school at the University of Florida. She was from upstate New York and I was from Kentucky. We met at a daily mass at St. Augustine's. She was the most beautiful girl I'd ever seen in my life. After communion, I followed her out of the church and got her phone number. The rest is history. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Little did we know that one day we would have 4 children and the largest injury firm in the world. All 4 work in the business. It's a family business. Did I ever see this coming? Hell no. We just worked very hard and treated our clients like we would want to be treated, like family. It's a full-service injury firm. Auto accidents, medical malpractice, workers' compensation, Social Security, and insurance disputes. We're open 24/7, 365 days a year. Visit forthepeople.com and we can get to work on your case. No recovery, no fee. Morgan & Morgan, for the people. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The following is sponsored by Bid My Listing. Selling your home? With Ready, the best real estate agents will pay you up front for your listing. 2, 5, as much as $10,000 just for the chance to sell your home. So when you're ready to sell, give us a call and give us the basic information about your property. We'll notify all those smart agents who signed up with Ready, and within 48 hours, they'll be competing to sell your home. Pick the best one, get thousands up front. Call Ready, 888-551-READY. That's 888-551-REDY.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him hope, whether at the family business or at home with his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning the fight means being there for his family. The Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. Help us end blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
Download the free Bone app to listen to us anywhere. Sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate.
Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com.
And now, back to JP.
JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, about 12 minutes away from the Bone bonus. Your shot at $1,000. My house is literally under attack from birds. It's insane.
What do you mean? Like,
it's insane. I was just looking at the cameras. Because the thing keeps going off for the camera. What happened was, so the way my house is like when you walk in, there's like when you get up to the front of the house, there's like a front stoop that goes up. And then when you walk in the front door, it's just like a small little foyer, and you can either go upstairs or downstairs. That's it. That's all you can move there. You can't go side to side. When you go upstairs, to the right of if you're looking at the house, to the right, there's a big, big window. Okay? My wife decided to take a bird feeder and suction cup it to the front big window. Not one of the smaller windows on the side of the house. No. The front big picture window. Somebody asked me why did she put it there? Somebody asked me. Go ahead.
Hey, why'd you put it there?
So the dog has something to watch during the day.
Aw, okay. What's wrong with that? What's wrong?
You know what happens when the birds get there?
No.
Dog starts barking and going crazy.
Correct.
Well, what's wrong? Why are we mad at that?
You're tormenting the dog.
Oh.
The dog is barking like crazy.
Now he's being protective and he's barking, protecting the house, and he's on guard the whole time.
Oh, that's sad. Okay, my bad.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So I said, why don't we move it? And there's like a bench in front of that window for the dog to kind of climb on and just look outside. So now that when the birds are there, the dog starts going nuts. Now, she did this about a week or so ago. And it started out where we just, like, immediately were getting some action. Like, there was these small birds. I don't know what kind of birds they were. There's small birds. And then immediately, the small birds were getting pushed aside by bigger birds. Because then there was a robin, there was a blue jay, and the other birds, the smaller birds that were there, they are now like flying around because the big birds won't get off the perch to eat the seeds. They're sitting there chowing down. And then all of a sudden, the robin and the blue jay, they got chased out by a crow. All of these birds are crapping over all of the cars. And I asked to move it, and I'm looked at like I'm an idiot.
Well, listen, understand her point of view, okay? I'm not saying you have to agree with it. I'm saying see it from her perspective.
And what might that perspective be?
She wants the dog to, I guess, have fun. I don't know that she thinks of it as torturing the dog, but it's about the dog for her.
You know what she did yesterday?
And you love that dog.
I love that dog. Do you know what she did yesterday?
What?
While the birds were eating, she decided to place a mirror in front of the birds so the birds can see themselves.
Oh, wow.
Aw. Well, that's a.
But then the birds froze.
Oh.
She's like, the birds like to see themselves, but then they froze and flew away. I'm like, I think you're wrong.
Yeah.
I don't think they like to see themselves.
Sounds like she's not a bird whisperer. If I had to place money.
But what I'm trying to say is like, do you want bird crap on you? Why would you want, these birds are crapping all over the driveway, all over the place.
Yeah.
I'm like, why do you want this? She said, well, how are they going to eat? I'm like, I don't know if they figured it out for the first 22 years we've been in
but
this
don't you want to
house.
help them? I'm with her on that. Don't you want to? I like to help. Like,
So
if you
put a
can
bird
help.
feeder in the back. No, don't put it in the backyard. Put a bird feeder somewhere. Put it on the telephone pole.
I don't know.
They're still going to crap on my house. I don't know what to do, but all I know is I'm under siege. I'm literally under siege.
What's that?
And I'm losing the argument.
You're Alfred Hitchcock. Your house is Alfred Hitchcocking.
Correct. 100%.
Well, listen, I feel like you're outvoted. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I can sort of see it from your point of view.
Right.
But you're going to lose this battle, sir, so I don't know.
Well, she's banking on the fact that I'm too lazy to move it, and she's correct.
And you're right. Exactly. And she knows that about you.
Right.
So you really can only
I know.
you can only blame yourselves.
Pretty much. I just don't think I should have to. You know what I'm saying? Like, this should be common sense, and you should not want the bird crap on your cars either.
No, nobody wants that, and I don't think she wants that. But if that isn't to her a deal breaker for the situation.
I guess not.
Understand it is for you.
I got to remember to send you some of this. I got to figure out how to record the video. I'll send it to you. It's crazy.
Well, you should just move down here and have live in a neighborhood where ducks terrorize. Everything like that.
Oh, you got that? We get those with turkeys up here.
There was an article about this duck in Cape Coral that was just going crazy in the neighborhood and biting everyone in the neighborhood. They were like old
They're
people.
scary though. They're like, you can't mess around.
They'll come after you.
Yes, they're not shy. And listen, I feel bad. I feel bad because I don't think that's I don't know that their instinct is to come after, maybe to defend themselves, but like I feel like they've been picked on so much that now they're just like, oh yeah, we're gonna get you before you get me.
Yeah, there was a town not far from me that was completely under attack by turkeys, by wild turkey. And there was like 30 or 40 of these turkeys, and they were just traveling together. People couldn't leave their houses.
What?
Couldn't leave your house because the minute you came outside, they were attacking people.
How do you fix that problem?
I don't know how it went away. I don't know how it went away, but apparently it went away. I don't know if they brought in the authorities
The
or
ducks
whatever
are all
the hell
like-
it was, and they just started, or somebody just started plucking them off. shooting
No,
them. I have no idea.
The ducks were like, all like terrorizing, and nobody could leave the house. And then they're like, all right, and they were all together in the meeting at night, and they're like,
Right.
we sent the message, they're good. And they strutted out of town, all like in a row in their little V formation. And I'm like, yeah, that's right, that's right. Now you know who's boss, bitch. We'll be back if we even start, so don't even start.
Right. Go ahead. Enjoy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
We'll see you the day after.
Yep.
The other day, my wife and I were driving somewhere, and it looked like a mama and papa geese, and then like 5 or 6 little gooselings, the babies.
Aw, they're
And
so cute.
it was a double yellow line road, and those birds the whole thing came to a screeching halt, and those birds took their sweet ass time getting across the street, and they didn't give 0 Fs. 0. It's not like they sped up because they got a little nervous.
Yeah, that's what.
Nope.
That happens.
They just walked around and they stuck their bird chests out, and
Yep.
they're like, no, we're going to take our sweet ass time. And there was like one little bird straggler, and then the other bird looped around to kind of push it forward, all while I'm sitting there waiting for these
You have
Christmas
to. You have to sit there. That happens a lot where I live because people are always turning off a really busy road onto the side road. And there's ducks. And the funniest part to me is, and the ducks will, like you just said, they're in a little line, little stragglers, and the big duck is up front, and they waddle across. So it's very slow, and you just have to sit. Cars are backing up. But the funniest part to me is these ducks can fly. So they're like, you know what? I'm not flying. I'm gonna walk, and you're gonna wait. What about that?
True. This time around though, the babies couldn't fly yet. It didn't look like they were babies.
The worst part about that is, and they're so cute, little tiny ones. And I live facing like a yard thing where they all hang out, and when it rains, they'll splash around or they'll eat out of there. Anyway, I'll count them. Because there'll be like 15, and then the next time I see them, there's like 10. I'm like, what happened to those 5? Like, I don't know, nature happened. And then next thing you know, there's only 6, and I'm like, oh, those poor parents.
Yeah. It's amazing the way my neighborhood has changed as far as like wildlife goes. I know it makes it sound like I live in the woods, but I don't. But there's a period of time where like there was a couple of fox that were running around for a while, right?
Oh.
And then my next door neighbor had a chicken coop out of nowhere. He decided he was going to get chickens, and then twice the fox from the neighborhood got into that chicken coop, and all you heard was the chickens screaming in the middle of the night, and they got torn apart by the fox. And then all of a sudden, the fox were gone. The fox were gone, and then there was like an influx of opossums. Like they were all over the place for a little while.
Those are creepy looking. I don't think they're scary so much, but they're just creepy looking.
Yeah. And now I've been in this house for 20 years. This year's 21 years. All of a sudden, we have deer all over the place.
Oh, that's cute.
And that's over the past year. We never had deer before, ever.
Oh,
and now all of a sudden, they're all over the place. They're on the lawn. They're hanging out.
Are they?
They're eating bushes.
Are they over? Like, is it overpopulation, and that's why you're seeing them all of a sudden?
I don't know what the story is, but it's weird. There's a little bit like a shift of what kind of wildlife are running around trying to like wreak havoc. Raccoons have been the one constant. I've been at war with raccoons for 20 of those 21 years.
We don't really have too many of them like that here, right?
Raccoons?
You don't really see them. Like we had them, I'm sure.
That's on the dirty side of.
That's like Pasco.
Yeah, she won't go there.
That's not like.
You said it, not me.
And I regret that ever since. I know there's raccoons that they'll get in the garbage because they are like have like hands, like you know what I mean, like actual hands with like posable thumbs or whatever, and so they can maneuver stuff around. You got to lock that stuff down.
Yeah, I had to go buy new garbage pails and use bungee cords.
Yeah,
they can't figure out the bungee cord thing, so that's been my saving grace. But there were times where there was one time I opened up my front door, and there was like 3 or 4 of them on the front stoop, and I opened up the door, and one of them just got up on its hind legs and stared at me like, what? Where are you going? And then I shut the door. I literally shut the door and had to go out my back door, down the stairs, around the gate to get into my car because I was not messing with that raccoon.
He's scared. He was intimidated. He stood up on his hind legs and he put his little arm behind him and came back with a switchblade and said, What are you going to do over here?
Exactly.
You just keep on walking.
Where you going, punk? I'm like, nowhere, Mr. Raccoon. I'm just going to go back in the house. You just keep doing whatever it is you're doing. That's cool.
Sorry,
but it's amazing to me. It's like, as humans, I'm literally 20 times the size of that raccoon.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm afraid of it.
Yep.
Meanwhile, he's probably
terrified
of me, but he's willing to fight.
And you know,
I'm a lover. I don't fight.
Okay. He doesn't know, okay, well, that's out of bounds. You're not supposed to do this. He'll come at you. Like he'll claw, scratch, eyes, whatever. He don't care.
They don't care.
And you know that about him.
Right. And I wasn't about to start my work day at 5 a.m. trying to go throw hands with a raccoon. You know
what if you paid an exterminator $1,000 to get rid of the raccoons?
Zing.
Here we go, Bone Fam. The Bone Bonus. Presented to you by Farah & Farah, Tampa's accident attorneys. FarahandFarah.com. This hour's Bone Bonus keyword is
silver. So now all you have to do is head to the free 1025 The Bone app now. Enter the word silver. You have until 12:30 for your shot to win $1,000. One more time, the word is silver. So enter that in, and good luck. By 12:30, if all of a sudden you see a number on your phone that you don't know, answer the damn phone, because if you don't, and it's us, you won't get your $1,000. It's JP with Monica and Dizzy on 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. We'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. Did you miss the Mike Calta show today?
If you can't spot the idiot on the bus, you're the idiot.
Who's the idiot then on this bus?
Guess what?
Oh, no. Listen to the Mike Calta Show every weekday morning at 6 a.m. on The Bone. Or anytime with the full show replay on the free 1025 The Bone app. 1025 The Bone. Real, raw radio.
Experience the summer of music with Neutral and 1025 The Bone. You could win tickets to some of the biggest shows of the year, including Thomas Rhett, The Weeknd, Jason Aldean, or you could win one of dozens of Neutral prizes like coolers and hats. Neutral. Keep it tasty. Just visit any participating Circle K location in Florida and scan the QR code on the Neutral Summer of Music poster to enter.
When it really matters, choose Farah and Farah. Here for you, here for good. Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon, at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Thinking about buying your first home? Now, with Third Federal, you can buy your first home and pay no PMI. Hi, I'm Mark Stefanski, Chairman and CEO of Third Federal. Private mortgage insurance, or PMI, can cost thousands of dollars over the life of your loan. And you may not realize PMI doesn't protect you. It only protects the lender in case of default. But at Third Federal, you can buy a home with just 5% down and no PMI. Plus, first-time home buyers get $750 off a closing cost. So if you're thinking about buying your first home, go for it and visit thirdfederal.com.
Even before you find a home, lock in 6.625%, APR 6.685% on a 30-year fixed-rate purchase mortgage. Visit thirdfederal.com or call 1-800-3rd-FED today. APR reflects 15% down for $350,000 loan amount. Rate requires automatic payment program and is subject to change. Restrictions apply. See conditions for closing cost coupon at thirdfederal.com/FTHB. Equal housing lender.
The accident wasn't your fault, so why should you be burdened with the medical bills? This is Tampa injury attorney Mo DeWitt. Don't get overwhelmed by mounting medical bills. I'll fight to ensure that the responsible party pays what you're owed. Injured on the go? Don't wait. Visit justcallmo.com.
When it comes to your electric bill, the cost can fluctuate due to weather, energy usage, and daily habits. Sometimes they're soft and cute. And sometimes they're hard and burly. But with budget billing from Tampa Electric, we'll even out your payments so you pay a more consistent amount each month. Then when your bill comes to visit, it's predictable and friendly. Hey! Sign up for budget billing online at tampaelectric.com/budget billing and see what your monthly payment could be.
When you hire Bernetti PA for your injury case, we make the process easy for you to monitor. We provide you our app so that you can monitor your case at any time. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Looking for expert construction services in Tampa Bay? Waterman Construction Group is your go-to for commercial and residential projects. From demolition to new HVAC, patios, pavers, and driveways, they've got you covered. Whether it's a new build, a remodel, or storm repair, Waterman Construction handles your project from start to finish with personalized service, honest pricing, and guaranteed same-day response. Visit watermanconstructiongroup.com or give them a call at 813-715-7383. Waterman Construction, your vision is their mission. Call them today and tell them you heard about it on the Mike Calta Show.
Time marches on, and a lot has changed. But one thing has not changed. Washington regulations on local stations. Regulations that make it tough for local TV and radio stations to compete with global big tech platforms. If you want to keep local news, weather, and live sports on TV and radio, we need updated regulations. Tell Washington to modernize the rules to help local stations compete. Learn more at nab.org/modernize the rules. This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Don't you wish your life came with a warning app?
Stop. That dog does not want to be petted.
Just a little heads up before something bad happens.
Move your coffee cup away from your computer.
Oh, no. So you can have more control.
Stop. You're texting your boss by mistake.
Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes like managing your weight, getting active, stopping smoking, and eating healthier, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. It's easy to learn your risk. Take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Warning, the cap is loose on that ketchup.
Ugh. Don't wait. You have the power to change the outcome. Visit doihaveprediabetes.org today. That's doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Guys, if I could just have your attention.
Let's go! Turn it on now!
You might want to check this one out.
All right, here we go.
Stay right where you are.
Stand by to broadcast.
Okay, people, let's do this. Now we're ready to roll.
And now, it's JP.
Here we go. Are you ready?
JP 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. This hour of the program brought to you by JustCallMo.com. Tampa's injury attorneys. We'll get to dead guy in the envelope in just a few minutes. And a little reminder, don't forget, 1 week from today, we'll be doing the live Metallica Liquid Lunch over at the original Hooters in Clearwater. Big thanks to Surfside Seltzers for flipping the bill and getting us out there. Looking forward to seeing some people out there. We're giving away some Metallica tickets and allegedly eating the Diddy Burger.
Oh, it's happening.
Apparently.
It's happening. And it's not going to be, I guarantee you, it's not going to be as bad as you think.
Well,
I don't know. It's not going to be good.
You don't know that. You might like it. And nobody's saying you have to like pile on the entire 5 spoonfuls of applesauce. Just spread a nice thin layer just for the flavor, just for the effect.
Yeah.
Take a bite of the burger.
How do we go there without eating wings?
I mean,
I'm actually looking forward to that. And I'm not a big wing guy. I like them occasionally, but I'm craving.
Wings at Hooters you're exactly right. Of course.
Exactly.
Their shrimp, their buffalo fried shrimp is good too, but also laugh all you want. They have one of the best turkey burgers in the business. Their turkey burgers are where it's at.
You could put a gun to my head, and I'm not ordering a turkey burger.
You try. What would you rather?
I'm not saying it's bad, but if I'm out and I have a whole menu of stuff, it's one thing if my wife has turkey burgers in the house and I'm starving. Okay, I'll have the turkey burger. But if I'm out and I have a whole menu in front of me, the last thing in the world that's jumping off that menu for me is a turkey burger.
Just try. What would you rather that day? Would you rather have a turkey burger there, or you have to have a hamburger with all the fixins and some applesauce?
Turkey burger.
The rest of a turkey burger.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, it's good though.
You put applesauce on there.
You wouldn't know it's a turkey burger. It really does taste really, really good.
I got to tell you all a story here. Coming out of China once again. There's a college, a university there, a university in China. It is the Guangdong Institute of Beijing University of Technology. The Guangdong Institute of Beijing University of Technology. This girl had her period, and she requested sick leave. Mm-hmm. So I guess you can't just, as a college kid, just blow off classes. Like we can here. Like you don't feel good, you're just not up to it. You just don't go to class, and you have your excuse, you have your absences, and that's the end of it. So she asked for an excused absence, saying that she had menstrual discomfort. She was then told she had to pull her pants down to prove her condition.
Whoa.
How about that? So all y'all who say living in the United States sucks, go ahead. Go to China.
Yeah, except that's what we don't want it to become. I'm not doing that.
We're not going politics. Don't do it.
Well, you're the one who brought it up. How come you can say something I can't?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying there's people that complain about living in the United States and you're not pulling down your pants to have to prove you have your period.
Yeah.
And I don't ever want to.
Right. You're not going to have to. Don't worry about it. It's not going to get there.
No, you have to go to Gangbang University in China, or whatever it's called.
That's it. Gangdong. But you were right there. You were close. I'll give you the E for effort. Anyway, so she has to go to basically the nurse's office, the campus clinic, and she was told at the campus clinic that she still had to verify that she had a period by pulling her pants down to apply for the sick leave. And she said, quote, and there's a video that's gone viral. So what you're saying is every woman on her period has to take her pants off and show you to get a leave note? And the female member of the staff responds, quote, basically, yes, it's not my personal rule, but it is a regulation.
Damn.
So did she do it?
That the student then demands written proof of the rule, but the staff member remains silent and insists she cannot issue the leave note before directing the student to go to a hospital for documentation.
Oh, my God.
So then if she wasn't going to do it there and wanted the documentation, so you're going to be okay, she'd have to go to an ER, explain this in the ER, and then get a note. On May 16th, the university issued a statement claiming that the member of staff had acted, quote, in accordance with standard procedures. And according to our investigation, the clinic staff followed proper protocols. They inquired about the student's physical condition and, after obtaining her consent, proceeded with further diagnosis. No instruments or physical examinations were used. So I guess she dropped her pants, showed him a string or something.
What is the male equivalent of that? What kind of degrading situation is a man put in that's equivalent to what she allegedly had to do with some sort of rules or regulations?
Colonoscopy.
The only thing is I can think of is like maybe I need a day off because my hemorrhoids are flaring up, and then I got to get out there and
but
spread
girls
my
can have
cheeks for 'em.
hemorrhoids. I need to know it's solo, only a man.
Oh, tip drip, uncontrollable tip drip.
Oh yeah, and then they're like, well, we got to shove a Q-tip down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My herpes is acting up, I guess. But that women can get that too.
Herpes.
I don't have an
Herpes
answer
is
for you,
flaring.
Monica. Honestly, I don't have an answer for you.
And that's
My balls, swollen balls. I would say.
Yeah, swollen balls might be a thing where you can't sit down for long, like for an hour and a half for the class or an hour or whatever for the class.
Right, because something happened, or you got a vasectomy, or something like
And so in the regulations, it has to say if you complain of swollen balls, you must pull down your pants and show me your swollen balls.
That's fine.
The student then posted another video saying that she had visited a hospital and successfully obtained the required documentation. Quote, I am simply asking for a reasonable and respectful policy on how women can request leave during their period. If the school truly has a written rule requiring female students to show menstrual blood to a female doctor in order to qualify for sick leave, I will delete my video. But if no such rule exists, I will not back down.
Good for her. You know what you do?
Girl, you're in China, man. You better,
You know what she does? You know what she does? If she has to, I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she's doing what she's doing and insisting on this. But you pull down your pants and you yank out the tampon and you swing it above your head like a lasso and you just whip it right at the professor or whoever it was that asked me to do that. And there it is. It's on your face.
There you go.
There you go. You want proof? There's your proof. You gonna ask me again?
I guess so.
I'm gonna sit down and bleed all over your seat, stupid.
Then obviously the internet takes over. So if I have the runs, do I need to go on the floor in front of the school doctor to get leave?
Apparently so. Apparently so.
Taking sick leave 4 or 5 times a month. Well, the reason they're saying this, by the way, is that they had multiple people that were using that as an excuse multiple times in a month.
Here's the thing.
And that's what made them put the rule in, allegedly.
Maybe it's happening. Like, why is it so far out of it happens multiple times. Like, that's okay. If I have...
Do I need to tell you how periods work?
Please explain it to me. I need to know why it couldn't be possible that several times a month I'm having horrible, horrible, horrible cramps.
Well...
And then act like everything's okay. I'm supposed to pay attention. I'm not supposed to be, let anybody know that I'm in pain. I'm not supposed to complain about it because I'm a bitch. I can't ask to be, please give me some relief and go home. I'm supposed to pop pills and, it's just so awful.
Don't blame me. I don't make the rules.
Yeah. We didn't create the human body.
But you need to be sympathetic.
Grow up there.
Sympathetic is a stretch.
Have you ever seen one of those period, like cramp givers? And guys will be like, they do it on TikTok a lot. Where
I haven't seen cramp givers. I've seen childbirth givers.
No, there's a cramp giver.
Contractions. I've seen that.
They have it where they'll strap the thing around where the cramps would occur. So it's like right at your pelvis type of thing. And there was like from 1 to 10 levels. And they'll just do, okay, let's start at 1. And then this is what it feels like. If you're just sitting there, go about your life. You're not going to know when, but all of a sudden you're going to have a cramp. And it's at 1, so it's not going to be as bad as it could be.
Yeah.
And then the guy's just, walking around or whatever. And then all of a sudden, and they're like, oh, and they stop in their tracks. They stop. And this is just a 1, mind you. And they don't want to do anything. And they want to stop everything. And, oh, I'm in pain and doubled over. No, you're supposed to live your life and do your job.
Well, and act like some wimps.
Don't you get to the point where you kind of get used to it a little bit?
No, it hurts. I know it's coming calm, but it doesn't make it hurt less.
But I'm sure if they put the high voltage on whatever for those guys, they're gonna like react and like jump out of a chair. I've never seen any woman do that.
Because and that's my point. We want to. Trust me when I tell you, I want to stop. When I have a cramp and I'm on the air like this or whatever, I want to stop. I'm like, oh, God. And I want to grab my pelvis area and be like, I'm in so much pain. This sucks. And maybe even start to cry a little. Like all of that wants to happen. We don't. And so that's my whole point.
But you can. This is a safe space, Monica.
Yeah. We'll allow it.
You don't want
that. If you got cramps and you want to double over and cry a little bit, awesome for ratings. And Bone TV clearly benefits.
What boy wants to see a girl whining about her cramps?
Well, they want to see you grabbing your area.
Right. True.
Yeah.
There you go. Monica just grabbed the balls. So hot.
I don't have balls.
You grabbed it like you did have balls, though. It was a weird.
You did.
It was a weird grab. You're like, how about these apples?
Yeah.
Like, whoa.
Like maybe that wasn't your first time.
Yeah.
You don't know what I got going on. You're gonna make me pull my pants down and show you guys I don't have balls?
There you go. Wait. Stop. Don't.
No.
Yeah.
Did I make it awkward? Sorry. I'm just saying that guys could never, and then that's like 3 to 5 days, and that's literally every month for 40 years. Like, stop with this pulling down the pants and proving anything. I'm not doing squat.
Yeah, but then we have to hear you guys talk. So then,
what'd you say?
You guys can't deal with that. We had to deal with that.
Well, with them not shutting up.
Yeah. So give and take.
That's fair. Yeah, it feels like the exact same thing. Absolutely.
We convinced you? Is that it?
Yeah, I understand now. What was I bitching about? Stupid lady. I can vote. Why am I complaining?
Exactly.
So what if would this make you happy? What if once a month when you got your period, you got to hit us in the nuts? Does that equal out?
What's this us thing?
I'm just trying.
What is this us thing?
I'm just trying to make it a.
I want. And this is what I would. This would really make me happy every time. And this is for every woman. Just in public, let's normalize this. Let's make this a regulation, if you will, where every time I feel that stabbing cramp pain, then I just get to go up to a guy and poke him really hard with a stick, right where it's hurting me, and just keep jabbing, jab, until my cramps are gone. And you just have to take it. You just have to sit there and take it. And then when my cramps are gone, okay, then I'm done. Moving along.
It'll be difficult for you to date if you do that. Just throwing that out there. Oh, which, by the way, I found a new place for you to, Gen Z is doing it, but it's got you all over it. Book clubs.
I saw that.
Book clubs.
I know.
Book clubs.
But here's my thing with...
You didn't know this, Gareth?
No.
Gen Z is now having meet cutes at a book club.
Yeah.
At the book club.
Oh, my God.
Because...
If ever there was an event, a place where it screams Monica... That's it.
Are you in one?
No. I don't know how to get in one that I would like because I don't like stupid girls, but I like cool girls. I don't want stupid guys. I would like...
Go on Facebook.
Yeah. Maybe you should start your own.
You just put in book clubs near me or go on Google. Book clubs near me, whatever it is.
Then I show up and I'm like, they're all dorks. But I want...
And then you don't go back.
Yeah, that's true. Because I really would like to... I'm reading I'm reading books. I always have a book.
Did you call them a dork?
Yes, there's dorks. There's dorks.
There's dorks to you?
Yes.
You know, there's like that whole... those who live in glass houses.
No.
Shouldn't throw stones.
I'm a cool reader. I don't need everybody to... No, what's the... Let's just talk about...
Is that what they do? Is that what they
I
read
don't
a
know.
book on the same timeline? What do they meet? Once a month and you got to have the book finished? I think I would just go there. Like, if there was cute chicks, I would just go there and agree with everything.
You just
totally.
You had to finish the book in a week and then just talk about it? That's what it is?
I was going to say, I don't want to have to, if it's once a month, I'm already done with the book 2 weeks ago. I got to wait to talk about it. I forgot what happened, and I started another one.
See, I thought book clubs were progressions. Like, oh, we're going to read, a quarter this week and then a quarter. And we talk about it and be like, oh, this is where I think it's going. This is where I think it's going.
Yeah, but I don't want to stop reading it. What if I'm so into it and I read past that? I don't need everybody to tell me what pace to read.
Well, again, I'm just assuming. I've never been to one of those stupid things. I'm a cool guy.
Yeah. I don't know how many dudes you're going to find there at our age, but maybe.
I'm putting all my eggs in the Bone Bash guy pool.
What about
Yeah.
Are you going to let the cheeks out?
I don't think I have any. I don't think I have any full coverage. Oh, maybe I have one or two full coverage.
Because that'll work.
We'll cut those cheeks out.
You're chumming the waters.
Hey, I'm going to send you guys. I'm glad you said this. I'm going to send you guys a picture
Of your
and
butt?
My butt's in it.
Okay.
But I don't want you guys to. I want the honest to God truth of what you think. Because I was going to put this on social, saying, "Oh, Bone Bash is coming up. It'll be here before you know it. Whatever." But I don't. I want to know, and I'm sending it to you.
All right, my phone's in my hand. Give me the picture.
Yeah.
I'm going to send it to you.
What if Johnny B's guest shows up to the Bone Bash? His guest from today.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, listen. Again, he wasn't.
What happened? I caught the end of it, and I saw him on Bone TV, but what happened?
If you could have seen
Monica was banging him?
effing, yeah.
Well, here's what it was. Honestly, here's what it was.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
I saw him sideways, like his profile, and he was. It looked like he was.
He was chubbed up.
There was a bulge that was impressive. Is all I'm going to say.
Okay.
And I thought, well, that'd be nice if he went. Okay, you guys tell me if
was it good enough to use on your own time?
I don't know. That's why if he goes to the Bone Bash, I might have a couple cocktails. Maybe
It's not bad.
You don't think it's too?
No, not at all.
Okay.
Are you topless in this?
No. You can see my side.
Oh no, that's full coverage.
Yeah. Oh no, that's not full coverage. That's cheeky. That's definitely cheeks out.
That's not cheeky.
No, it's not.
Not from that. Photo,
have you seen the stuff I posted of my girl? That's not cheeky.
No, you're right. Maybe that angle isn't, but if I was standing up and you saw behind me.
Nah, you're good.
Okay. All right, then.
You're good, but I recommend flashing some cheek. It's no different than fishing with bait.
Yeah.
You know,
No, that's why I liked this one, because it wasn't too nudie.
You got to put bait in the water. You know?
Okay.
Just trying to help you, sister.
Oh, we're still doing this today?
We're doing it.
I was trying to just talk through this and be like, maybe
I will send you a thong.
I know what you were trying to do. What do you think? I didn't realize the timing of you bringing up Monica eye banging the dude?
Yeah, when it's 12:18, I was like, we don't have to do this now. But keep talking.
Am I new here? Come on. All right, Dead Guy is someone that you know from music. He is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know him as from a band. All right, you know him from a band. Monifa.
Was he a lead singer in said band?
No. Diz.
All right, well, the obvious question, did he play an instrument in the band?
Yes, he did. You really went out on a limb.
Yeah, I mean, you could have said something specific.
Oh, I didn't want to solve it. I already know who it is. I'll text you.
There's no way you know who it is.
We'll see.
800-7. That was like you thought the black guys were going to be lining up for the Metallica tickets too. You know what I'm saying? 800-771-1025 is the phone number. You got a guy you know from music. He's in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You know him best from a band, and he did play an instrument in said band. One more time, the phone number, 800-771-1025 for Dead Guy in the Envelope on 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. Your yes and no questions when we return.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 1025 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
And now, breaking news. You leaving me, your state-of-the-art 65-inch 4K smart television, for going out with friends and not staying in to watch TV. Sources confirm that is a terrible decision. Picture-in-picture mode. Do your friends have that? Can they simultaneously stream live sports and extreme baking shows? How about I make everything sepia? Whatever you want, I'll do it. Just don't put me on standby.
Don't listen to your TV. Head out with your friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Cat named Mo for All-American Gunslingers. Newport Richie's #1 gun range. They have brands like Core Elite Operations, Adams Arms, and many more. Don't forget about the Cat in the Bag deal. That's got to do with me, a cat named Mo. For a limited time, the concealed carry class is free. Normally $85. All you do is cover the $20 range fee. Protect you and your family today. You do that by going to aagunslingers.com to reserve your spot. Seats are limited. All American Gunslingers. Your rights, your safety, your freedom, America!
It's 6:30 and the branch is closed.
Yep.
And you couldn't find your debit card.
Nope.
But you're going to get cash.
Yep. Cadence Bank Live Teller has extended hours, and I can get cash from my account with my driver's license.
My bank can't do that.
Nope.
With over 300 live teller locations with extended hours, there's opportunity here. Find a live teller near you at cadencebank.com/live teller. Equal opportunity lender, member FDIC.
Quitting tobacco isn't easy. The good news is Tobacco Free Florida is here to help you quit your way. When you call Tobacco Free Florida's phone quit service, you'll receive one-on-one sessions with a coach who can help you on your quit journey. You may also qualify for free nicotine replacement therapy like patches, gum, or lozenges. Whatever your reason to quit is, Tobacco Free Florida can help you get started. Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW.
Mike Calta here for the Gold and Diamond Source. If you've ever been looking to get rid of your old, worn-out jewelry, trade it in at the Gold and Diamond Source now through May 31st. You can double your trade up to $5,000. If you trade in $2,500, you'll now get it for $5,000, and gold is at an all-time high. So this is the time to come in and trade in and celebrate the people that serve our country, and shopping is easy. There is no chance you leave without finding something that you need. They have the largest selection in the country. You can take advantage of their 0% financing for up to 5 years. This means if you have financing for $5,000, your monthly payment would only be $83. Best of all, your Golden Diamond Source diamond never loses its value. Plus, it comes with free services, free sizing, free setting, free lifetime warranty, free jewelry cleaning, and free appraisals. The Golden Diamond Source is minutes away from where you're headed from in the Tampa Bay area. Visit them at 3800 Almerton Road, right off 275, or check them out at goldendiamond.com and make sure it's a Golden Diamond Source diamond.
At Sun Toyota, we're saluting service with Memorial Day specials all month long during the Summer Starts Here sales event. Get a $500 Amazon gift card with a new vehicle purchase. Then shop select new Toyota trucks with 0% financing and a nationwide lifetime warranty with 4-year maintenance on new models. Shop online at suntoyota.com, because when you make it Sun Toyota, we make it happen. Call 1-800-639-3367 for more information.
Toyota.com.
Tomorrow, some of us will wake up and it will be our last day on this earth. It will be unexpected and without warning. Each year, 250,000 people will die from medical malpractice, the third leading cause of death in America. 43,000 will die in a car or truck crash. 6,000 will die working on the job. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and we represent many of these families. It's awful. Unfortunately, many times, some of these family members are not speaking and never get to say, I'm sorry or goodbye. If you're at odds with a loved one, listen closely. Pick up the phone. Call them. Say you're sorry. I promise a huge burden will be lifted from your heart and your soul will be renewed. Even if you're not wrong in your own mind, it doesn't matter. Death is bad enough. Death without closure and love will follow you the rest of your days. Trust me on this. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Pollen season is here, and the only way to ensure that your car is truly clean every day is the unlimited membership plan from Bubble Down Car Wash. With locations in Tampa, Brandon, Riverview, Wesley Chapel, and a new location in Palm Harbor, you'll have the cleanest car in town every time you bubble down.
Hey, Brandon Rhymes here, top 1% realtor team, Keller Williams Realty. Buy, sell, or invest in real estate, commercial or residential. 813-917-1894. ConsumerQB.com. 917-1894. ConsumerQB.com.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio, sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to JP.
It's Dead Guy in the Envelope, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. It's brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Get your guaranteed offer at markspain.com. I gave you some clues. He is a guy you know from music. He is in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. He was a musician in said band. He was not the lead singer. 800-771-1025. Now, your job is to ask yes or no questions. If you get a yes, you go again. If you get a no, we move on to the next caller. You put all the clues together. Someone figures out who it is, and they'll win fantastic prizes. John on line 8. You're the first one up. Go ahead, John.
Hey, was that Don?
Go ahead. What do you got? Sure.
Hey, did he play in Oregon?
No. Brad on line 7.
Let's see. Was he a drummer?
Yes.
Is he a white guy?
Yes.
Was he in a band with Alex Lifeson and Geddy Lee?
Nope. Eric, line 6.
Did he die in a bus crash?
Nope. Huey on line 5.
Yeah, I want to change my question. Was he in the rock group Who?
Nope. Jock on line 4.
Was he British?
He was British.
Does he have a son that drums?
Uh-oh, that was quick.
Oh, doctor.
Still there?
Yeah.
Are you?
Okay. Was he in Led Zeppelin?
Yes.
John Bonham?
John Bonham is the dead guy in the envelope. Yes. Bonzo is in the band Led Zeppelin. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You know who that is, right, Diz?
Of course. Favorite
Zeppelin
drummer in Led Zeppelin.
Big Zeppelin fan?
Big Zeppelin fan. It's not just the main guy's name. I learned that. It's not the main guy's name.
It's not.
I thought that was his name for the longest time.
All right, your choice, man. Sticks at the Amp tomorrow night, or Dierks Bentley at the Amp, or I think we have a pair left for Next Big Thing Legends with Cage the Elephant.
My wife's a big country fan. I'll take Dierks Bentley, please.
That's a hot
You got
ticket.
a pair of tickets to see Dierks Bentley at the Amp on Friday, June 6th, next Friday. Congratulations. Hold on. John Bonham, Led Zeppelin, is the dead guy in the envelope. So there you go.
That wasn't too bad. That wasn't. We could have been
quick.
worse. Well, I mean,
That
but
was-
it,
That was quick.
It was fast. But when I know who the person is, I know it's going to get solved.
Did you really?
Yeah, of course.
He did not know who it was.
John the Bottom. Of course I know.
John the Bottom?
Yeah.
He's such a dick.
It amazes me that, like, to me, Led Zeppelin, and then I don't know any of the names and anybody at all. And I found out that Luke Graham was in some other, like, I just thought of him as an individual guy.
No,
I
he's a
found
foreigner.
out, there was
He wasn't
another.
Foreigner.
There was another guy that there's people that I found out were in other bands, and then now they're not. Like they broke out or whatever. So I don't know how y'all know all of that stuff. I just like the music.
No, I know all that stuff. That's from watching all the behind the musics.
But do you know? Okay, well that's true. I was gonna say, do you
As a
know that
matter of
about
fact-
non-rock bands, or is it all rock bands?
Some, a little bit of hip hop, maybe. A little bit. Like I know most of the guys that were in NWA. You know.
What's that stand for?
Nope.
N-words with attitude.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I ain't falling for that trick. It's gonna take more than that to take me down, my man.
Local radio host canceled.
It's gonna take a lot more than that to get me down.
Local radio host canceled, but knows his hip hop.
Right. On the upside, they'll pick him right up on the vibe.
Hey, I love the vibe. I love everything that is the vibe. I've never turned it to the vibe or been walking in the hallway and the vibe is on and it's a bad song. It's always like, I forgot about this song, or this is a great song.
If we're not playing in the building, I hope the vibe's playing.
Facts. That's it.
Really?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. It's all good music.
Everything else is honky music.
Well, I don't mind the Dove sometimes. They be playing some Prince
Really?
and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes.
They be playing what?
Like Prince and stuff sometimes.
Okay, that's pretty good.
I will say this, JP, because you asked this question about the whole Diddy thing. Are people scaling back? There was that song I asked Gareth off the air the other day. Is that more money you come across, more money? If that song is Diddy, and he said that I guess he's on it somewhere, and I heard that on Vibe in the morning.
It's him and Biggie, isn't it?
It's him,
No,
Mace,
him
and
and
Biggie.
Mace.
And Biggie.
And Biggie? Okay, all three
They
of
played that. I was driving to work this week at some point, and they were playing that song. So maybe because it's not just him.
It's technically Biggie's song, I think. And they feature on it. I think it was on
Mace,
his Life After
right?
Death.
Mace was on that too.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you what, I've heard Mace tell a story about how bad Diddy was. Like, Diddy basically robbed him blind.
Oh, he robbed everyone at Bad Boy blind.
Robbed him blind.
And way before this stuff came out, he gave like the rights back to a lot of people's music. And everyone was like, this is not a Diddy thing. What's happening? Why is he doing that? And I think he just wanted people to be in his corner because he knew everything was about to hit the fan.
He wanted to act like he found Jesus?
Yeah, essentially.
I guess so.
Like, that's why people left Bad Boy. Like, that's why the Locks left and stuff, because they weren't getting paid. They're like, this guy's a crook. LOX, you know who the Locks is? Jadakiss, Styles P.
That wasn't on a VH1 Behind the Music situation? Come on.
No, you know NWA, you don't know the Locks?
No, I don't know the Locks.
Okay.
I've heard of Jadakiss, though.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know
One-third the way there.
music, but
33%.
I've heard the name.
He's a good rapper. Friends with Ian, too.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, he goes to at least once a year, he has an event at Ian's spot.
Nice. Ian knows people.
Really?
Ian knows people.
No, he doesn't live in Tampa. He just comes out here.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. We got about a little while left before we hand the keys over to Mr. John Senning. It's JP at 1025 The Bone with Monica and Dizzy, and we'll be right back.
You're listening to JP on 1025 The Bone. Surfside Seltzer presents JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch. Join JP and The Bone Friday, June 6th as we pregame for Metallica with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. And if you didn't get your tickets yet, sorry for your luck, loser. Just kidding.
You hooked me up with tickets to the show.
We have tickets. JP will have 3 pair of last-minute Metallica tickets for you to win on site. So, obviously, you need to call off work. Just tell your boss JP said it's cool and head to the original Hooters in Clearwater. Meet JP, Monica, and Dizzy. Drink some Surfside Seltzers, and you might just win some Metallica tickets.
This is James from Metallica. Hey, win your tickets.
JP's Metallica Liquid Lunch with a live broadcast at the original Hooters in Clearwater. We'll see you there. 1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
Where exactly do you think you're going? You're abandoning me, your beloved, exquisitely plush couch. Look, these feet are handcrafted mahogany. Put their Heinekens back. Do you really want to go to that concert? Wouldn't it be infinitely better to stay here with me? Look, I have a perfect imprint of your posterior. Please, don't go!
Don't listen to your couch. Head to a concert with some friends and grab some ice-cold Heinekens. Must be 21 plus to purchase. Enjoy Heineken responsibly.
Preparing to sell your home can be costly and time-consuming. You can skip the hassles of a traditional home sale and sell your home stress-free with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hey, it's JP. You can say goodbye to the stress that comes along with showings, open houses, and costly home repairs. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate will sell your home fast and for maximum value. With over 12,500 five-star reviews, trust the top real estate team in the U.S. to sell your home for top dollar. Just go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
At Bernetti PA, if you've been injured in an accident, we make it quick, easy, and convenient to hire us. You can rest assured that somebody is on your side. Call 1-800-BERNETTI. We're ready. Offices Lakeland, Tampa, St. Pete.
Hi, welcome to the IKEA summer sale.
Hi, yeah. My family and I want our backyard to be a summer oasis.
Don't sweat it. Our summer deals are here to help. Save up to 50% off on select items. Plus, IKEA loyalty members can save an extra 10%.
Sign me up. You just saved my summer.
Visit us in store from 5/27 to 6/30 or at IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for more details. Offer valid 5/27 to 6/30/25. U.S. only while supplies last. Selection may vary. See store and IKEA-USA.com/summer sale for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
As the old saying goes, size matters.
At Morgan & Morgan, we have over 1,000 lawyers and nearly 6,000 people on staff.
But at the core, this is and always has been a family business.
Our family watching out for your family.
Call us or email us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, even on a Saturday or a Sunday.
And if you ever have a problem, call our mom.
Morgan & Morgan.
For the people and your family.
Injured? Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
A lot of people, when they come in, they'll say, this is my last hope. The next step is getting them in the right arch supports. Our goal is to have that long-term change for them, to see someone that is in pain. I change things for them. See how we can help you with a free fitting at the Good Feet store.
John Senning here for Furman Ford, Clearwater's big Ford store. From social media to the evening news, everyone is talking about the Ford employee pricing sales event. If you've been waiting, trying to figure out that perfect time to buy a new truck or SUV, guess what? The time is now during the Ford employee pricing sales event. What does that mean for you, you might ask? You pay exactly what a Ford employee pays across a full line of trucks and SUVs. This is an unprecedented opportunity that's going to give you massive savings on some of America's best-selling vehicles. You need to go see Bob Murray and my friends at Furman Ford today. They've got that beautiful brand new showroom on US 19 in Clearwater, and you can always check them out online at FurmanFord.com. Furman Ford, from America, for America, and make sure you let them know that John Senning sent you.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Nygaard.
Are you waking up in the morning with a sore jaw, headaches, ringing in your ears, all because you're grinding and clenching your teeth at night? That's exactly what was going on with me. I ended up going to a dentist, and he wants to charge over $600 for a night guard. That's when I found the Brooks Night Guard. You mold it at home to the top or bottom teeth. Other mouth guards go all the way to the back, which allows the back teeth to touch. This is where most of the grinding and clenching occurs. The Brooks Night Guard redirects the bite force away from the back teeth, reducing jaw pain while still protecting the teeth. This unique design is what makes Brooks Night Guard different from all other traditional grind guards. Order your Brooks Night Guard today and get 10% off plus free shipping. Go to brooksnightguard.com and enter the code BRUX91. That's BRUX91.
Stop your grinding with Brooks Nygaard.
1025 The Bone, where the Lightning play. We are the official broadcast home of your Tampa Bay Lightning. And now back to JP.
It's JP, 1025 The Bone, Real Raw Radio. 800-771-1025. I'm just reading this whole... Did you guys see this Bieber's wife just sold a business for $1 billion?
To Elf, too. Elf is awesome.
Who?
The what?
She sold it to Elf.
To Elf?
With Elf, E-L-F. E.L.F.
I didn't know. I mean, I don't know why I would know, but apparently Hailey Bieber, Justin's wife, had a makeup company, a makeup brand that she had launched. And in a fairly short amount of time, I think she only launched it like three years ago. She's 28 years old. She just sold it for $1 billion.
Yep.
My man better hold on tight.
I think she, maybe I'm wrong here, but the impression I get is that she is head over heels for him.
Yeah. I mean, dude, you better fix it because billionaire wives don't come along all the
not
time.
about the money. I hate to tell you this.
It's a little, well, it is now.
I don't think it is. I really think it's about love, but
yeah, I mean, that's cool and all about love, and I hope he fixes it, but because, I don't know. I look at it this way. So she launches this brand. Now she didn't launch it when she was Hailey Baldwin, right?
Yeah.
She launches
which one is she? The Biodome dad?
No, I know. I think it's the
Alec.
other.
It's not Alec?
It's not Alec.
Oh, okay.
So it's the Biodome dad.
I think it's Bill. No, that's Stephen Baldwin. I think it's Billy Baldwin's.
Who the hell's Billy Baldwin?
There's a
I remember
third brother.
Billy. Yeah.
Oh. He
There's
must
a
be the
third
ugly one. He's like the third Hemsworth no one knows about.
Pretty much.
Like Liam Chris and then the other one.
Yeah.
Who's Biodome one? I know who you're talking about.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen, okay.
Yeah. Oh, it is Stephen Baldwin.
Oh, is that her
Oh,
dad?
it is Stephen Baldwin?
Yeah.
Yo, you're right. You're right. So anyway, do you think she's not going to say not getting that brand off the ground, but turning it into $1 billion business if she doesn't have that last name Bieber?
Oh, yeah. I think.
You think so?
Yeah. Because her last name was Baldwin. If she were Joe Schmo, if your last name was Smith Rando, then maybe not. But
was
had
she
leverage.
big before Bieber?
No,
she was socialite. She's very Paris Hilton, like of this age. She's very she's socialite. You know, she's kid of the star, so they hung out together, and I think she gets a leg up for sure.
Let's be honest here, though. King, kid of a B celebrity, not an A-lister.
No,
that's not an A-lister kid. That's not Alex's kid.
No,
but she was in the clique or the group of kids that were A-listers. Like they were the part. They're like they pay them to go to parties, and her brand was already high, and that's how she even got that in the first makeup line in the first place. And then she was going to take, she would promote it. If she didn't have Justin Bieber, she would have went on TikTok. She would have went on all the social medias and done all these outings and promoted it all. And I think she eventually would have gotten there.
Really?
And you think it would have turned into a $1 billion business in 3 years, or
I don't
down
know.
the line?
I don't know. I think she would have gotten there. I don't know if it would have taken longer or shorter.
Her dad was the Tito Jackson of his brothers. Like she
pretty much.
But it
It wasn't even
dad.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
I didn't know about her dad. Her dad is what got her into the A-list clique.
The Tito Jackson.
But we all know who Tito Jackson is, don't we?
Kinda.
Yeah, well,
he's the
he's the
Jackson
third-
that wasn't as talented. Yeah.
He's the third brother. Right? You got
Who's
Michael, and you got Jermaine, then Tito.
Yeah.
And
Who's
then
the
there's
Tito Jackson of
Marlon.
the Bone lineup?
There's a Marlon.
Spike?
Who, what?
Why did I think Spike? Who's the but he's not in the lineup though anymore. Who's the Tito Jackson of the Bone lineup?
Me.
No.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. The
Why-
Tito? I'm clearly not the
Michael?
I'm clearly not the Michael.
You might be Janet. You could be Janet.
Ooh, that hurts. Although Janet is
was
definitely bigger than
successful.
Tito.
Yeah.
I'll
And who
take
would I-
Janet
who would I
Janet
rather-
was probably the second most successful Jackson.
by far.
Yeah. So why
Not-
would you want that?
By far, Janet.
Yeah.
Who's worse, Tito or the one who did psychic stuff? What was her name?
There was a psychic one.
Oh, that was the other the
girl,
other
yeah.
sister that was doing Playboy with snakes around her neck.
What was her name?
She did Playboy too.
Yeah.
She's older too. Like, I mean, I guess they're all older, but I don't know. So who's more Tito or her? Like who's-
Latoya.
Latoya.
Latoya
yeah.
Jackson, right.
Latoya or Tito? Who would you rather be?
Tito.
Oh no, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Tito wasn't doing Playgirl with snakes around his neck,
Well, I mean, that's kind of sexy for a certain niche of people.
I guess.
I think.
And
if you did
Tito, the other thing that's probably good about being Tito is that he could probably walk around and not get noticed.
Yeah, of course.
Jermaine had videos and he had a little bit of a solo career himself. So he probably have problems, but I wouldn't notice. I wouldn't recognize Tito.
I think I would. Well, I mean, he's older now. I would recognize like 10 years ago Tito.
Who was the fifth one? So you had Michael, Jermaine, Tito, Marlon. And who was the fifth one? Who was
Latoya,
the
Latoya
fifth of the
Janet.
No, the Jackson Five.
Oh. I don't effing know. I mean, that was so long ago. That was like the 60s or something, right? Wasn't even born.
Jermaine,
Well,
Marlon, Michael, Randy.
Randy, that's the one. He could definitely get away with walking wherever the hell he wants.
Yeah. He's so not famous. We didn't even remember there was there was a fifth
So
one.
then
What was
let's
that?
not bring Tito into this. Let's not do. We're making it sound like Tito's the worst one. Randy's less than Tito, so that's got to be
Randy's
something.
less than Marlon, who's less than Tito.
True. So Randy, if you're going to be anyone, the outcast, the joke nobody cares about or knows, it's Randy, right?
Yes.
Pretty much.
Not Latoya,
Yeah.
not Tito.
Yeah, but the thing is, you could say Randy Jackson, and is it the guy from Zebra? Is it the guy that was on American Idol?
That's true, Randy Jackson. That's
there's
true.
too many Randy Jacksons.
Yeah.
Yeah, when it comes to big families and fame, are Marleys the biggest? Or is it the Wayans?
And it's got to be the Jacksons.
Wayans, yeah.
But no,
gotta be
because
the
the Jacksons, Michael and Janet, the others didn't really do as much.
You don't understand how big the Jackson 5 were.
Yeah, but that's as a group.
But hold on.
But that's the Jacksons.
But someone brought up the Wayans. The Wayans are multi-generational.
Yeah.
There's not what Michael Jackson's kid, Paris or whatever. I'm not saying that anybody, but they're not as successful as the second generation of Wayans.
You got Damon Wayans, Keenan. You got
And
Kim,
they have a show on
Sean,
CBS now.
Marlon.
I will tell you this.
That's 5 right there.
Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris, can't go anywhere without being noticed.
No, being noticed, but then is she like the dad and the son have a sitcom on CBS right now.
Yeah.
Who, the Wayans? I'm not knocking the Wayans. I'm just, you asked me a question. I'm like, I don't think anybody touches the Jacksons. But I get what you're saying, the multi-generational. It was a good question.
That's got to add something to it.
Yeah. And you got the Osbournes, but not so much.
Yeah, I know.
That had its little run there. I don't know. I got to think about that. I got to.
I mean, the Osmonds, in history anyway. Not anymore. I mean, there's nobody relevant now, I don't think. But the Osmonds were a whole family, just like the Jacksons, really. And then they had
the Kardashians.
Yeah, the Kardashians, winner, chicken dinner.
That would be that would be it.
That's it, and that's all.
I mean, that's another one. Not Kylie. Is she the young one? She had the makeup business?
Kylie is the one that's dating Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. You think she's selling her makeup business for $1 billion if her last name's not Kardashian?
No, she was
not a chance. Not a chance.
No, not.
That's why I'm saying the last name Bieber definitely didn't work against her by any stretch of the imagination. All those girls that grew up being Justin Bieber fans, and then his wife launches a makeup line, and you don't think they dipped their toe in that water?
I'm saying to help, but she didn't need him to have success. She was already successful without him. Now,
yeah, but she wouldn't have reached what the heights she's reaching. We're saying.
I don't know. I think it would have. I don't. Maybe it would have taken longer, but I don't see her being mediocre.
Your name could change everything. Like if I was Dizzy Wayne's, I'd have my own show.
It gives you a leg up.
Prime slot.
It definitely does give you a leg up.
That's true. He makes a good point. I tell you this.
What if your name was
I
Dizzy
like to
Kelsa?
consider myself a good husband. If my wife sold a business for $1 billion, I would be a phenomenal husband.
I don't like how you're so money driven. You should still be a phenomenal husband now.
I try. But then I wouldn't have to work. I'd have more time to put into it.
You would be sleeping. What are you putting into? Like,
No way. No way. I'd be up before she was. She'd be waking up to a foot rub every single day.
Oh, that's the life.
Yeah.
Would she be waking up to a tuna sandwich eating at the Y?
Yeah. Legs over my shoulders. Morning. OJ, I'm going to take care of this. OJ's right next to you. Here's coffee, some bacon. I'll take care of this. You chow down.
My husband? Holy crap.
Make $1 billion. I'll do whatever you want. All right, you guys got some gigs this weekend you need to plug, yeah?
Yeah. I'll be at the Kava Social House in Sarasota. They got their casino nights, their 5th year anniversary. So I'll be out there. John Senning will be out there. The Bone Tent will be out there. It starts at 7. So come hang out if you're in the Sarasota area. If not, drive over that bridge. You're not, Monica.
Avoid this guy. Right. Pet Pal Rescue Gala on the beach. Trade winds. I'll be there Saturday night. VIP starts at 5:30. It's over at 10.
Right on. Check their social medias. I'm sure they'll have it all over the place if you want to go and hang out with Dizzy and or Monica. That's it for us this week. John Senning is in next. We'll see you Monday morning at 11. Have a great weekend. Bye.
You're listening to JP on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think.
Makes me feel good.
Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The Open Mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Looking for a great lunch combo? Hooters, Surfside Seltzer, Metallica tickets, and JP? Join 102.5 The Bone and the JP Show on Friday, June 6th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the original Hooters on Gulf to Bay. JP will be broadcasting live, and he will have your last shot at Metallica tickets. Pre-game with JP at the original Hooters with 102.5 The Bone.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
There is one activity this summer that you can be sure won't be affected by rain or heat, and that is bowling. Pin Chasers provides you with air-conditioned enjoyment all summer long. You can join a league. You can host birthday parties there. Go to pinchasers.net to find out their nightly specials or to reserve a lane. And don't deal with that brutal heat and unpredictable weather this summer. Pinchasers.net, 4 area locations for you. And don't forget Bone Bowling Night on Wednesday.
Mom and Dad seemed different after a European-style holiday on MSC Cruises.
Call us Cloud and Yvette.
The ship had restaurants, shops, and nightlife.
Ah,
La Galleria.
And of course, American touches like an aqua park and a sweets shop.
American je ne sais quoi.
Mom, you're from Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, Kevin.
Book now and save up to 40% off. Plus, kids sail free. MSC Cruises. Let's holiday. To book, visit msccruises.com or contact your travel advisor. Restrictions apply. Ships registered in Panama and Malta.
Stingray Chevrolet.
Hi, this is Steve Hurley, owner of Stingray Chevrolet. There's no doubt if you listen to the news that the economic landscape is in a constant state of change. And with the uncertainty surrounding the automotive industry, many people are heading to the used car lots. Listen, there are plenty of good reasons to buy a pre-owned vehicle, and chief among them is avoiding the dreaded D word, depreciation. Here at Stingray, we constantly stock 200 high-quality pre-owned vehicles with a great selection of certified pre-owned Chevys, like a 2022 certified pre-owned Chevy Trax for just $17,600. And since saving money is on the top of everyone's mind, remember that Stingray Chevy on I-4 has no dealer fee on any pre-owned vehicle, and that automatically saves you $1,000 to $1,500. StingrayChevrolet.com, Tampa Bay's big store on I-4. Exit 22, Plant City. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Stingray Chevrolet. Relax, enjoy the difference.
John Senning here. I'm obviously not an attorney, but Mo DeWitt is. And you probably already know that if you're injured on the go, just call Mo. Mo and his firm fights for the injured people in Tampa Bay to get them what they deserve. Fighting the insurance companies can seem overwhelming, but that's what Mo does every day. And he's ready to do it for you. No matter what life throws at you, stand up and fight to get what you deserve. And it all starts with one call to Tampa's injury attorney at 866-CALL-MO. Give him a call day or night at 866-CALL-MO. That's 866-CALL-MOE.
Memorial Day savings all month long at Crown Hyundai.
Get financing as low as 0%. Buy with zero down or make no payments for a year on over 700 new tariff-free Hyundais. Drive a new 2025 Hyundai Tucson SE for only $259 a month. All backed by Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, including a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain limited warranty. Crown Hyundai, the better way to buy and service.
Visit CrownHyundai.com.
With approved credit, 36-month lease, 10K miles a year, $39.99 due at signing plus dealer fee and electronic filing fee.
Now is the time to check your homeowner's insurance and ensure that you're covered before the next storm hits. Italiano Insurance can help give you that peace of mind. Even if your mortgage company doesn't require flood insurance, your home could still be at risk for flood. And now's the time to make sure your family is fully protected. Call 813-877-7799 or visit ItalianoInsurance.com today. Italiano Insurance, serving our community for over 60 years.
Ray's deals are here, and they're so good, even Raymond is buying. Drive a new Kia Sportage, just $479 per month. Or a new Kia Telluride, just $379 a month. Don't miss out. Claim your Ray's deal today. Sportage, $479 per month. Telluride, $379 a month. At Crown Kia, the better way to buy and service. Call 1-800-371-0942 for complete details.
Hey, this is Roger for the amazing Sleep Number Smart Bed. My wife and I, we've had our Sleep Number Smart Bed for over 8 years. My side of the bed, my Sleep Number setting is a 45. On her side of the bed, her Sleep Number setting is a 55. She likes the bed a little more firm than I do. Never slept better. It adjusts while you sleep so you can sleep well uninterrupted. Oh, by the way, over the last month, my average Sleep Number score is an 81. That's amazing. So why should you choose a Sleep Number Smart Bed? Well, so you can choose your ideal comfort on either side like we do. It's the only bed that lets you make each side firmer or softer whenever you like your Sleep Number setting. And right now, it's the Sleep Number Everything Smart Bed sale. Every smart bed and base are on sale during our Memorial Day event, up to 50% off, limited time, exclusively at a Sleep Number store near you. In Tampa, 1822 Northwest Shore Boulevard. In Clearwater, at the Countryside Mall on US 19. And in Brandon at the Brandon Exchange between JCPenney's and the food court. See store or sleepnumber.com for details.
Are you looking for the best advice on home financing? Tune in every Saturday morning at 11 o'clock on 102.5 The Bone. With over 35 years in the mortgage business, the Loan Arranger is your key to smart financing.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. And 107.3 WXGL HD2 St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio.
Here we go. All systems go.
back.
Times are changing, more so each year. But the early morning Stone Pimp is here.
3, 2, 1.
People are expecting quite a bit.
Gotta figure out how to make money on this. I really want to.
I can feel it down in my plums. We're getting a nice bluish hue. Getting ready to take them to the farmer's market.
Okay, baby.